Everybody, I hope you had a great weekend as I did. I had a good weekend this weekend. I had a chance to hang out with family and I had a chance to hang out with family. Had a great time worshiping yesterday, relaxing, and all that good stuff. So I hope that you had a great time. What's up over there on my conference line? My conference people, man, they they be on it, man. They are faithful. They are faithful to the cause. Appreciate y'all being on 5606. What's going on? Oh, 0451. Appreciate y'all being on. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Sister Rhonda, good morning to you. Come on, y'all. Let's jump in. We're going to get this party started, man. I am excited about the 10-minute tune-up on today. What's up, Sister Mia? How you doing? Hey, what's up, T? How you doing? Good morning to everybody. Let's get it going. Y'all know what I need y'all to do. Y'all help me out, man. Let's share this post because everybody needs to hear what we're gonna be talking about today, man. It's really crucial. 9181 over on the conference line. What's up, 5825? How you doing? What's up, Sister Nadia? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Talia? How you doing? What's up, Sister Geraldine? Come on, y'all. Y'all get in. What's going on, Brother Hall? Y'all, let's get in. Let's get this thing cracking, man. Let's get some people to be a part of this post today in this stream. If you are on Facebook, YouTube, y'all go ahead on and share your posts. Get some people to be a part of what we're going to be discussing today. And I'm gonna get my time started because I don't want to belabor your time. I want to try and see if I could do something like accomplishing the 10-minute tune-up in 10 minutes. I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try and do that today because I value your time. So let's do this. I'm gonna get my time started, and we're gonna get at it. So here's what we're gonna talk about today. Y'all know I begin to calculate, man. I begin to calculate how much time I've been doing the 10-minute tune-up, and in my recollection, I think we've been doing the 10-minute tune-up since 2020. So that gives us like 5 years, right? So really kind of started doing that during the COVID era. Started doing that during the COVID era, and it really has been a blessing. That lets you know how time flies, how time seems to pass, and that's what we're gonna talk about today, y'all. We're gonna talk about time. Now, I could vaguely remember doing a 10-minute tune-up on time previously years and years ago, but I wanted to do it again today because I want us to be reflective and really cognizant of time. And you'll understand what I'm talking about in just a minute, because I think that because we don't have any real control over timing or time as it is. We only have control over what we do with the time that we have, right? Okay, and so understanding that time that we live in, because we live in a time realm. We got 24 hours in a day. We got approximately 31 days in a month, approximately. We got 12 months in a year and 365 days in a year. So all of that is based on time, which means that for each and every one of us, we have a we have personal time, if you will. What do you mean, Pastor? None of us are going to be really here on this earth, in this time realm, the same amount of time. So whatever time you have, it's going to be personal to you, right? It's your personal time. Your length of days is personal. And I'll share a transparent testimony with y'all. And I was telling Elder Dexter, my sister, some time ago, a couple of weeks ago. You know, I had my mind at one time was focused on the age of 55, right? I really thought that I would not live past the age of 55, and that was relative to my dad, because my dad passed at 55. You're a relatively young man, right? He passed at 55. So I'm Nelson Dexter Jr. So I'm figuring, 55, that's what I got to look forward to, y'all, 55. And here I am, 63 years old, and I've come to realize that your time in this earth realm, or in this time realm, is really personal. It's about you. It really is about you. It's about how much time you have. And because it's personal time, you decide what you're going to do with that particular time, right? Many of you on the job, you might hear reference or have reference to an aspect of your time on the job. They call it personal time. They call it personal time. Well, technically, all time is personal time. It's whatever time you have on this earth is personal time. It belongs to you. But what you've chosen to do with your time is you sell your time to the company, whatever organization you work for, whatever person you work for. You sell your time to that individual. And because you sell them that time then belongs to them. It's not your time anymore. So when you sign that contract and you say, okay, I'm going to work for you for X amount of dollars for X amount of hours, then that time does not belong to you anymore. And they can choose whether they're going to give you some time out of the time that you sold them. So when you get vacation, what they're doing is, now it's incentive, they're giving you back some of your time. Yeah, they're giving you something. They're going to pay you for it. You get a vacation, we're going to pay you for it. So I'm really I'm paying you back for some of the time that you sold me. Some of the time you sold me. But it's personal. You choose, watch this, you choose to do whatever you want with your personal time, right? So time is personal. But because I'm in control of the time that I have, that makes it precious. That's the second thing. That's the second point. My first point was personal. My second point is that my time is precious. And the reason why your time is so precious, is because the time that you have is limited. You are not guaranteed to have an unlimited amount of time. It's limited to you. So if you live to be 100, that's all you get, right? Because when that time is over, you don't have another allotment in this realm, in this mortal realm. Now you move on to eternity, where there's more time, but it's not really calculated in this mortal time frame, right? And so what makes your time precious is because it's limited, and then your time is precious because a lot of people want some of it, but you only have a little bit of it, right? So if you choose to sell time to the job, that's taken away from the time that you have. Then your family wants time. If you get into a relationship, relationships are about your personal time, about the time that you have. They want some of that time. That's what the relationships are really all about. You're giving them some of your time. Yeah, you care enough about them, and they interest you enough to give them some of your time. So your time is precious. Yeah, your time is precious. So you are giving individuals something that you are limited of, right? So if you take your children to the park or whatever, that's precious time, right? Because you're giving them something that's limited towards you. You don't have a whole lot of it, and you decide who you're gonna give it to, and they need to understand that time is is precious. If I give you some of my time, if I give you some of this precious time I have, you at least need to be respectful and appreciative that I'm giving you some of my time. That's why as pastor, man, I don't, I take a different approach, man. I look at people's time as valuable, right? Because you don't have much of it. And so if you give me, I'm talking about as leader, not as your time with God. Worship is something totally different. I ain't talking about coming to church to worship, because that time is between you and God. I'm talking about you in service, as I being a leader, being over you. I take that time. I take that time seriously, because that's precious time that you have, and you're limited of what you got. And so you let me have some of it, or you let me use some of it to get the work of God accomplished. Then I gotta appreciate that, man. I gotta be appreciative. Yeah. So your time is precious. But then many of you will hear me ask the question and say, what kind of day did you have today? And they say, oh, it's all right. I had a great day. I say, well, how you calculate whether or not you have a good day? Here is how I calculate whether or not I have a good day. If I'm productive with my time, right? If I'm productive with my time, then I look and I estimate my day as being productive, right? If I'm productive with my time, if I'm doing some stuff, if I get some stuff accomplished. But I've come to find out something, y'all, that productivity is intentional, right? This is not you just checking off lists and boxes for completion. I ain't gonna finish this in 10 minutes. Look, so let me just hurry up. So what I'm saying is this. When you're productive, you're doing something that's generating either some interest, or it's accomplishing a goal that you have, right? So let me give you an example, because not all productivity has to do, watch this, not all productivity actually has to do with you completing a task. Watch this. So I'm productive, I use my time productively when I get rest, right? It's productive because it replenishes me. And so when I get that rest, man, I've been productive. What you did, man, I rested because I needed the rest. I was productive with my time. I used my time, and that time that I used to rest was productive. On Saturday, I went to a party. Mama Vaughn had her 86th birthday party, right? And the family and everybody, friends and all that kind of stuff was over. That was, to me, that time was productive. Why do you, well, Pastor, you just went to a party. Why was that productive? No, it was productive because I was able to show Mama during that time that I really love her and I care about her. Right? She's valuable to us, the family, to me. She's valuable to us. And so in that time frame, it was productive. So when you're doing stuff like that, don't look at it as being, oh, I'm just going to a party. No, man. If somebody invites you to a wedding, if somebody invites you to a party, a celebration, if somebody invites you to a banquet or whatever, that time is productive time. It's not wasted. You're proving and showing that person, I'm getting something accomplished. What am I getting accomplished? I'm proving and I'm showing that person that person is valuable enough to me, or I have interest enough in that person to give them some of this stuff that I'm limited of, which is time. And if you use money, if you spend some money, that's even more, because time is money, right? So you productive in that time. Yeah, if I give you, man, if I come to your party and I'm sharing time, so I'm being productive in the fact that I'm actually displaying or showing you how much I appreciate you, how much interest I have in you, because I'm giving you something that I'm limited of, right? And here's the final one. I'll end with this. Because we have this limited amount of time, I saw in the Bible that you could actually petition God for more of it. Hezekiah did it. The Bible says that God sent the prophet to Hezekiah and told Hezekiah, he says, You got to get your house in order because God said you ain't on your time is up. Get your house in order because you about to die. Yeah, you about to die. And in that, watch this. In that, Hezekiah realized that I ain't ready to die. No, I got work to do. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to go nowhere. And so he turned his face to the wall, and the Bible says he began to ask God. He said, "Wait a minute, now you about to take my life, and I need more time. I need some more time." And he began to tell God all of the things that he had accomplished and all of the things that he did in service of God. And God, before the prophet got outside of the gate of the king, he says, turn back around, go back and tell Hezekiah that I'm going to give him 15 more years. So that lets me know that we have the ability to petition God for more time, right? So because it's precious, you want to use it wisely. But then when you feel like it's getting close to that time where you about to run out of it, you could always go to God and say, okay, God, I need some more time. I need some more time. Give me some more time because I got some more things I need to do. I need to be around my family a little bit more. You know, I got to give them some more of my time. And that's why I wanted to talk to you today about time, because I want you to begin to elevate your thinking about time. I want you to elevate your thinking about time and not just look at it as something that passes away, something that the clock ticks and it leaves. No, man, it's more than that. It's more than that. It's way, way, way more than that. And if you're only looking at time that way, then you're not valuing time like you should be valuing it. No, man, you got to look at it a whole lot different. Don't let people think, or don't give the impression to people that your time is not valuable, because they will take advantage of your time. They will definitely, if you show them your time, or you give them the impression that your time is not valuable, I'm telling you they're going to take advantage of it, and they're going to steal some of it. They're going to take some of it, and remember, the time that you spend, you can't get that time back, right? Okay. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Let's chalk up some wins. Let's start stacking up some wins, and let's make sure that we give God glory for the wins that we accomplish and we have. Amen. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later.